Dehne.
Sam Dehne, the Encyclopedia of Reno Government. I'm an Air Force Academy graduate. I've been around. I've been to virtually every meeting that we've had here. And throughout the years, nobody has had the backs of the Reno Fire Department, or the police department for that matter. Nobody has had their backs any better than Sam Dehne. Me and my son, who was the person who ran for Reno mayor, who was the challenger 4 years ago against the mighty Bob Cashel. I used to be, first of all, if there had been an honest election, ladies and gentlemen, I would be up there. And I would be solving these problems right now. And I agree with this judge right here, and I think Judge Scott Pearson's a great judge, but I don't want him solving the firemen's problems on the backs of all the workers over at the courthouses. Because if they're going to save money on there, that means a bunch of people over there are going to get laid off, and I don't like that idea. Here's what I would have done, what I would do if there had been an honest election and if the media hadn't been too scared to death of Dehne to report the truth about Dehne. And I've had these ideas. I'm the driving force behind almost every good idea that's come down here. I never get credit for it, but in other words, the reward is in the doing. But here was what I would do. I was the chairman of the New York Pilots Union for Pan American Airways long ago. And we had a situation kind of like this. The company claimed they did not have enough money, the budget was short, and they were going to lay off 50 pilots. I went to the company and I said, don't lay off the pilots. Here's my idea. We're going to calculate how much money you need, in your case the city, in that case Pan Am, how much money you need to be able to continue to work. We're going to figure out how much that money is, and then I'm going to take all of the pilots under my control, and I'm going to have each one of those pilots take a proportionate cut in pay and benefits. Everybody suffers a little bit, but you don't throw people out in the street, which is what would happen if you don't come up with a budget. Every one of those firemen, and you got that Mr. Church, he left, but he claims that they're making salaries between $100,000 and $250,000. Now, again, I don't have the backs of the firemen anymore because apparently they don't have my back anymore for running for city council and running for mayor. So I don't have their backs anymore. But I'm just trying to tell you how you solve this thing for all of the peoples. You take the amount of money that's needed, whatever it is, you figure it out, how much money you're short, and then you go to those firemen. And if I was sitting at that podium, at that dais where I should be, I would take a huge pay cut right now. I would have already taken it long ago, so that when I go to those firemen and stand right in their faces and say, you're making too much money, I want you to take a cut. Well, let me tell you, I just used the bully pulpit of the mayorship or city council, and I took my own pay cut, so you got to follow my directives. I'm leading by directives, and that's what I would do. I would tell each of those firemen that they have to take a proportionate cut, and I would not back down from that. And it would save all those jobs, and it would save the community. It would make this community safer. We would have more firemen.
Thank you very much.